As a therapist for over 15 years, I have discovered the number one thing that can completely sabotage your relationships and honestly, your entire life. And the craziest thing is that most people don't even realize they're doing it. It's completely unconscious most of the time. So people will spend their entire lives and not even realize it's a problem or understand what they can do about it. This can literally destroy your relationships and even totally mess with things like your career and your overall well-being and happiness if you don't become aware of it. So today I'm going to share what that is and a super simple but life-changing technique to address this problem and save you from years of heartache and pain. If I had known about this in my 20s, things would have gone a lot differently. I have worked with couples, anxiety, and relationships for a very long time, and honestly have struggled with those issues myself for most of my life, which is why I understand firsthand how to actually use practical tools and techniques to overcome them. So the biggest mistake that people don't even realize that they're making that sabotages their relationships is this: acting on a sense of urgency. So say you're in a relationship and something triggers you. Your instinct is to go at the thing hard, to address it right away. Your heart is racing. You feel like you have to resolve the thing immediately to feel better. So you text the person right away, asking for an answer or to talk or meet up. But this is a huge mistake, and I'll tell you why. The reason this is such a huge mistake and can sabotage your relationships actually has to do with neuroscience. I go deeper into nervous system stuff in another video, but the long and short of it is that people are at their absolute worst when their anxiety is high. This happens to literally everyone, even therapists. When our anxiety is high, we communicate in ways that tend to trigger other people and actually sets off a chain reaction that makes things way worse. So when we act on our sense of urgency, it's because we're in a state of high anxiety that makes us think we have to act and do something about it right away. When we're in this state of high urgency and high anxiety, that usually triggers our partners to go into the state of high anxiety as well. And everyone gets defensive, and it creates a vicious cycle where everyone keeps triggering each other and things spiral out. And that's when couples get into these knockdown, drag out fights about the most trivial things like the dishes or whatever. So it's actually crazy how much people don't even realize they're anxious or doing this and why they're in a spiral in the first place. So I want to share the most simple but life-changing thing you can do to break this cycle. And I also go into way more detail in other videos about anxiety and communication and relationships. So the main thing you have to do is actually super simple, but it's also the hardest thing to do when you're feeling that sense of urgency. It's actually a crazy life hack, as simple as it is. The one thing you have to do is to get your anxiety under a 5 on a scale from 1 to 10 before you act. And the reason is the pull of urgency is to go fast, to act right away. But the invitation of urgency is to slow down. You have to slow down and regulate your nervous system, because not doing so creates that feedback loop, that self-reinforcing spiral that can spin you out of control. Everyone's defenses go up, everybody's anxiety goes up, and you get into this vicious cycle that can not only interrupt your relationship, but throw you off balance entirely. So there are a lot of ways to regulate your anxiety, which I go over in different videos. But the main thing you need to do right now is to notice that anxiety, that sense of urgency, to slow down, take a time out, and interrupt the pattern of acting from that place. And there are a ton of ways to do that, but it takes practice. You don't change your life by understanding this in your head. You have to actually put it into practice to see results, which is not always easy. If you need help with any of this, if you're having relationship issues, anxiety, depression, trauma, my team and I specialize in these issues. I personally vet and train amazing therapists and also offer individual and couples therapy as well. My company is called My LA Therapy. We match you with the perfect therapist for your unique needs and personalities with a money-back guarantee if you don't like your match. And I've developed a structured experiential system called From Anxious to Unstoppable that has super practical and actionable tools to help overcome anxiety, depression, trauma, and self-doubt. So feel free to DM us, comment, or check out the links below if you're ready to go deeper.